So as you guys know, it's a great market to be a seller right now. We literally cannot keep homes on the market. I mean, we're seeing homes that have multiple offers, selling above list price, and it is extremely exciting. But I also understand it can be scary on the other side of things, right? So follow me. We just had a home that was listed 7 offers, guys, all above list price, right? So you can see where I'm going with this. But as you guys know, my name is Diante Lawrence, your real estate go-to, and let's get into a few things. First off, how do we decide what offers to go with? Do we go with our highest offer, or kind of what should we do? So if this is something that you're already thinking ahead of selling your home, listen in. Many sellers think that the highest offer is always the best offer, but I always educate my people in regards to, let's look deeper into it, okay? So a lot of homes that are receiving offers, right, are being financed. They have a loan behind them, right? So if you guys are getting an offer that is way above list price, this is what we may or may not face. Something that we like to call appraisals, guys. Now you may be asking yourself, why does this matter? Well, allow me to share, okay? So the bank is only going to finance that buyer for what the home appraises for, not what the offer price is, okay? So I'm gonna get into it a little bit deeper. Follow me. Check this out. Now let's say your home is worth $500,000, okay? And that is what we list it for. Now, you already know I'm gonna do an amazing listing video, wink, wink, right? Marketing it to the masses using our digital marketing strategy. And by doing this, right, guys, we get 10 offers in the first weekend, okay? Out of those 10 offers, our highest one is $530,000, right? $30,000 over what we listed it for. Should we take it? So let's say the appraisal comes in, right, guys, and it only appraises for $515,000, $15,000 less of what they offered, okay? So what this means is that is the only amount that the bank is gonna finance, that $515,000. So now we have to have a discussion with the buyer, right? So there's one of two things pretty much that we can do, right? The buyer comes up with $15,000 to reach what we initially agreed on, or we come down in price that $15,000, okay? But there's something you guys also have to think about, right? In regards to the buyer, they also have additional expenses. We have to see if the buyer even has that extra amount of money sitting in the bank. They still have to pay their down payment. They still have to go through closing costs. They still have to, take care of their appraisal as well as their inspection period, right? Before they even come up with this extra $15,000. So you guys can see where we may or may not have an issue, right? So if the buyer ends up not having this extra $15,000 and we don't want to come down, we want that $430,000, right? The contract is over and we're back at square one. So you guys can see where there can be a possible, issue in regards to automatically selecting the highest offer, right? So let's get into some things for us to now think about. Now, here is one of the things that I am able to do ahead of time so we don't even get into that scenario, right? One thing is we can go back to them and talk to them about, hey, waiving that appraisal, okay? So what that then does is whatever the appraisal comes in, the buyer has to make up the difference, right? But before we even go into that, I'm gonna make sure 3 things, right? The first thing is if they have enough money to do so, right? Secondly, if they also have not only enough money to make up the appraisal difference, but still to honor that down payment, closing costs, and everything else that they are already initially responsible for. And third, making sure that they understand what this means in regards to waiving their appraisal, right? Trust me, there's a lot more issues for us to go over in regards to selecting an offer, and I will literally be here all day, especially since I just said a lot in this video already. But I just want you guys to understand this is what you have me here for, okay? My contact information is gonna be right here for you to reach out, and let's just sit down. There's no pressure, so we can fully understand at the selling side how we can make it work the best way for you and your family, okay? And you guys already know, in real estate, there are only two people that can get you exactly what you want, okay? That's D and you.